What's going on YouTube? This is Justin aka Liminator and welcome back to the channel. For this episode we are going to be bringing you a Rayquaza team. Now Rayquaza is the restricted Pokemon in Gen 3 that a lot of people forget about, especially given this format. You know, we see Kyogre pretty much everywhere. Groudon is also, big, huge staple in the meta, but Rayquaza is actually one of the Pokemons that we don't see very often. So this team was built by Reki VGC. I found it on Victory Road. Link to Reki VGC's Twitter account will be in the description below, and I believe he's also a content creator. Makes videos in Spanish, so I personally can't understand them, but it is great content as well, so definitely go ahead and check him out. But yeah, took this team from Victory Road that I found, and it does feature that Rayquaza with the Airlock ability. Now, Airlock is going to be important because, again, we do see a lot of, Kyogres, we see a lot of Groudons, and, the Airlock can definitely help out in stopping any type of weather changes and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun to use, and this one is a special variant. I know previously in previous formats, Rayquaza Swords Dance, I believe, was very popular, and it was the physical attacker, but this variant, we do have the special attacker, and the cool thing is that once you max it, you can't really tell what it is, right? Because you're hitting it with max moves. They don't tell you what the moves are unless you really know your own Pokemon stats. You're not gonna really know if it's physical or special, so it's huge there. A little bit curious why this variant doesn't have the Dragon Stab move, but we do see the Hurricane for big airstreams, the Flamethrower just in case we need to change the weather into hot, as well as Earth Power just to help out with the special defense. Rounding off this team, we have the Regigigas. The Regigigas is there, obviously a speed support, speed control to help out with the Electro Webs. You got the Volt Switch that can help it go in and out, as well as the Thunderbolt, and this one has Protect and the Focus Sash to help it live a little bit longer. We also see Rillaboom here with the Choice Band. Now, Choice Band Rillaboom is not something that I personally used a lot, but I know it is very popular, especially in like best of 3 formats. But Choice Band Rillaboom could be pretty helpful in this situation with big grassy glides. You can hit U-turns, Wood Hammer, as well as knockoffs. And then you have the Sylveon. I think Sylveon here is actually really just for a pivot and kind of to help out with Rayquaza. I know a lot of people, when they see Sylveon, Rayquaza, they're going to immediately assume, hey, that's probably weakness policy. So Sylveon is going to be there, and also just to pivot into the Rayquaza, just in case somebody tries to hit it with a max dragon attack, or a dragon attack in general. Sylveon can take those. Sylveon was one of my personal favorite Pokemon in earlier series. I had a full Evolution team, so that was a lot of fun to use. And Sylveon with the Throat Spray, gets activated after the Hyper Voice, gets the immediate +1 special attack as soon as you hit the Hyper Voice, and then you can start dealing bigger damage with Mystical Fire. You can still keep doing Hyper Voice, but then this one also has Helping Hand and Protect to help it out a little bit. So rounding off the team, we have Kartana and Incineroar. Now, Incineroar doesn't really need any explanation. Incineroar is pretty much on every single team and is there for Intimidate support, but Kartana can definitely help out, help it deal with the ice moves, the ice Pokemon that Rayquaza is kind of weak to. It'll also, help out a lot once it starts getting the Beast Boost. I think it's a great fit to round off the team. So anyways, this is the team. Definitely go ahead and check it out. Again, I'm going to be linking Reki VGC's Twitter as well as his YouTube in the description below, so definitely go ahead and check him out as well. But without further ado, let's go into some battles and see how this team does. Okay, we got a very interesting team with the Calyrex-Shadow Rider here. This one has a Crobat, a Porygon 2, obviously the Shadow Rider, the Landorus, Lapras, and Rotom-H. Okay, so what I see is there's 2 obvious modes here. There's obviously the Trick Room mode. Wait, is there a Trick Room mode? I mean, I guess the Trick Room is only for the Lapras, and then maybe the Reverse Trick Room. The Crobat is there for the Tailwind. So this is a really fast team. That is not good for me because no, that's not the worst thing in the world, right? I have an Incin that can Snarl. And my Alecki should go before the Crobat. So maybe if I can deny... Maybe if I can deny it... let's see here. What can get rid of the Crobat right away? Can a Rayquaza? Yeah, I mean, I guess this is pretty good here. The problem is that Lapras, right? I guess I get Incin and Kartana. I think that looks good. Incin and Kartana. Kartana is not going to look very good against the Rotom-H, but I think everything else looks fairly well. So we're going up against Anea. With the cool little monocle here in the green eye. And we do see the Rotom Lapras. Okay, so that's not good for either of my two Dynamax options. But... I'm sorry. However, I can Electro Web here and go right into the Incin. I think it's fine. Right? Electro Web into the Incin, and then I just Snarl. And then I just Snarl. So, let's see if we see the Dynamax here. I think we might. We do. Okay, so this is a little bit scary, not gonna lie. But it's probably gonna be the Lapras, and then we're probably gonna see a nasty plot, yeah. Not good, but luckily we switched into the Resonance. Now, if they called it and hit me with a Geyser, that would be cool. But I don't think we do. Helping Hand. Interesting. Okay, here comes the Electro Web. And not very effective, not very effective. Sorry, super effective and not very effective. Hopefully that's not a weakness policy. Ah, Lord. Well, I mean, we'll see how much damage this does, right? We're going to see the Resonance off into the Incin. Into the Incin. Ah. Okay. Well, the good thing is I don't have to worry about... weakness policy anymore. And maybe I can just Electro Web it again and Snarl. Yeah, because that Electro Web did quite a bit of damage. And I think at another -1... Or maybe I should have just Volt Switched out. But Rotom is going to take quite a bit. Is that a crit on Rotom? Yeah, it has to be a crit on Rotom. I was about to say. It's like, man, that thing did quite a bit. But here comes the Snarl. So that's -1. So now it's at +1 effectively. Let's see who he goes for. We're gonna get the Thunderbolt into the Incin, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Procs the Berry, and let's see if he tries to get rid of the Incin. Let's see what they tried to do. The Geyser into the Incin. So I could have called that and maybe... Ooh, into the Alecki. Wow, okay. So then, not the worst thing in the world, right? But we hang on with the Sash. And we know that it's not... Okay. So here's the play. I Volt Switch into that and I Snarl. Because what can happen is they could probably protect Lapras and just try to get rid of the Alecki. No. No, I Volt Switch into the Lapras and Snarl. We see the Helping Hand come off. And we're going to get the Volt Switch. That does a huge amounts of damage, which is good. We go back to Eliminator, and here comes the Kartana, I believe. Yeah, here comes the Kartana. So, the good thing is that Rain is set. Let's see the Snarl come off. So now we're at neutral. Now we're at neutral. And let's see who he targets. Okay, the Citrus Berry. Okay, so that's not the worst thing in the world. The Geyser that goes into the Incin, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Not bad here. As I take a sip of this smoothie. So, Aleki's going to come out. Now, the problem that I have is that I don't really know what to do against the Rotom. Right? Because maybe I Leaf Blade. But Rotom is going to do a ton of damage here. Is Knuckle going to help? Knuckle might help. Knuckle might help, actually. So I think what I do is I Volt Switch. I Thunderbolt into the Rotom. Yeah, I just want to get as much damage off as possible into the Rotom. Because the Rotom doesn't really scare me. I mean, sorry, the Lapras doesn't really scare me all that much because I do have a Kartana again. So, let's see. Let's see if he protects here. What have we seen? We've seen Helping Hand. We've seen Thunderbolt. Okay, here comes a Thunderbolt. Will that be enough to pick it up? I actually don't know. Kartana comes in with the big ol' fist and is not enough to pick it up. Yikes. So that's a little bit unfortunate then. Overheat. And I'm... Ooh, that's huge. That is huge. Ice Beam comes out. Gets rid of the Aleki. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But I do have a In-Rain Hurricane. In-Rain Hurricane. So, yeah, Lapras kind of set me up, which is good. And, oh. So I think I Overgrowth and then I Hurricane into the Rotom slot. Yeah, I think that's pretty safe. Because then I get the +1 onto the Kartana. And then I get the Hurricane onto the Rotom. And that should be a double KO, I think. That's not... Oh, I was going to say, that's not a double KO? Like, that should be a double KO. Alright. So, I think we're in a fairly good position here. Because I have one more turn of max. And I'm at +2. I think the next play is an Airstream, obviously. And, I mean, I guess it depends on what they have, right? So, here comes the Hurricane, and that should take the Rotom out. Beautiful. It takes Rotom out. So, and the Veil wears off. So, your precious Veil wears off, and I should be starting to hit pretty hard. Let's see. Let's see. What do they got? What do they got? Are they trying to figure out what slot they're putting each one? Ooh, a Porygon 2. And a Calyrex. Oh boy. Okay, so now we're in a predicament here. Too nervous to eat berries. That's not really going to matter. Do I Airstream? I think I Airstream here. I think I Airstream and I Hurricane into the Porygon. Astral Barrage comes out. Ooh. Okay, so I should be able to take out the... I think the Calyrex. Calyrex is gone. Beautiful. So now I guess the question comes to if I can survive a Porygon, which I think I can. Because I have a Sacred Sword. Hurricane comes out and avoids. Is that the effect of Airlock? That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. I mean... something I learned, right? I didn't know that before. But yeah, Sacred Sword should take this thing out. I think. I'm at +3. So, I should be able to. But if I don't, then we have a problem. Because then it could Trick Room. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if a Sacred Sword can take this out. Kartana, little origami thing. Little paper thing. Ending up being the MVP of this battle. And we're going to Sacred Sword. And one-shots the Porygon. So we take the battle and that... Oh, no. What the heck? Wow. Wowzers. Lived on 1. That's not sashed, is it? Just lived on 1. I mean, I go first, so I should be able to take this out anyways. That should be a good game, but... Yeah, I don't think I can miss here with the Sacred Sword. Wow. Great game. That came down to it. I mean, that really came down to it, right? So, the power of Kartana coming in clutch and getting the Porygon. So, we're going to take this game and defeat Ania. Alright, we have a Calyrex-Ice team with Weezing-Galar, which is a little bit unfortunate here because what is my answer to Weezing-Galar? I have a Kartana. I do have a Kartana. I do have a Kartana here. Is my Kartana max speed, I guess is the question here. If it's max speed, I'm pretty sure I outspeed it. Beautiful. It is max speed. So I should be able to... I should be able to lead Kartana Incineroar here. Because what does that deal with? That deals with the Indeedee-Hat combo. Does it not? I mean, I can Parting Shot into the Hat. I can not Fake Out, but I can Snarl first turn, which would be good. Okay, and then I bring out the Rayquaza for sure. The question is, what do I want last? I think I want Terrain Control is going to be big here. Yeah, I think Terrain Control is huge. Plus, I have the knockoff that can knock off any power. Sorry, not powers, but items. But here we go. Weezing-Galar is a very, very strong combo. I got the chance to use Weezing-Galar's team with the Calyrex-Shadow, which was great. And it was created by world champion Ryota Otsubo. And, you know, definitely go ahead and check that episode out if you have not already. But we see the Indeedee hat. Okay, so not bad. Not bad. I don't think I max here. Because the consequences of me maxing it's pretty bad, to be honest. So here's how I want to play this, because I've done this on my end before. Is that I want to Smart Strike and Snarl. Okay? Because worst case scenario here, they follow me and the Smart Strike does go into the Indeedee. That should do a lot of damage. But once you start snarling the hat, it's not as scary. So, anyways, here comes the Smart Strike. Target comes out. Boop. Good. Please don't show me a knockout. Please don't show me a knockout. Beautiful. We do not see a knockout. And here comes the Trick Room. Okay, so... Okay. So, I think Rillaboom comes out here. Whoops. I think Rillaboom comes out here, and then I Snarl again. Yeah, I didn't really have a way of denying the Trick Room here. But Rillaboom comes out, and we will get the priority, which is huge. As well as the terrain. So as long as we don't see a... Oh man, that could have been really, really good. Helping Hand comes out into a Mystical Fire. Yikes. Wow. I mean, I guess I called for it, right? I guess I asked for it. But here's gonna be the next Snarl. And yeah. So, I'm cool with that. Because I Grassy Glide. Yeah, I think I can sacrifice. I think I can sacrifice the Rillaboom here. But should be a Grassy Glide into a Parting Shot. Into the Hatterene. And we do see a Helping Hand, so that's good. That's good. That's huge, actually. Can we get the KO? I don't know if we can. We do get the KO, which is great. And we get to cycle out the Incin, which is huge. Right? Because Intimidates go a really, really long way when it comes to Calyrex. So Kartana is going to come back in. And I think I can still afford to swap in the Incin. Because he brings the Calyrex next, right? Has to. That is the Calyrex. Okay, yeah. Has to. I was about to say. So the Unnerve makes me too nervous to eat berries, but I don't have any berries here, which is okay. The big thing is I don't want the... Yeah, I think I'm max. I think I'm max here. And I try to take out the Indeedee. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can, probably Helping Hand. But we are going to get the defense boost. The defense boost from the Steel Spike, as well as the minus attack from the Intimidate. So let's see it. He doesn't Dynamax, which is a very, very interesting call. Because effectively, we've gotten rid of his Trick Room. I mean, he might have 1 or 2 turns left, but I think I can survive 1 or 2 turns left. So here we go. Helping Hand. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Okay. So Glacial Lance comes out and does not do a whole lot into the Kartana. It's not very effective on the Incin. And we get the Steel Spike off, which is the +1. That is the +1 that we asked for. Okay, so I mean, what does he do? He could try to Glacial Lance again, which is, you know, fair play. But he does run the risk of me hitting that and basically knocking it out, because I'm at +1 now, and the Steel Spike should knock it out if he doesn't Dynamax. The Dusclops. Is Dusclops a problem? Is Dusclops a problem? Dusclops might be a problem. Dusclops might be a problem here. Yeah, because he has Trick Room. How many turns left of Trick Room do we have? We have 1 turn left of Trick Room left. Okay, so I want to Flare Blitz and Steel Spike into the... Oh no, that thing is going to Will-O-Wisp me. Oh, and it cancels. Wow. Interesting. We didn't even see the Dynamax, so that's very interesting. Wow. I mean, I'll take it, I guess, but that's not what I expected at all. So, okay, we got a very, very interesting team. It is another Trick Room, or it does have a Trick Room mode with that Porygon and Marowak. But we also see the Tailwind setting, probably some Sunny Day stuff if he has a Venusaur. And then we have the Umbreon and Yveltal. So this could be a little bit of a problem for the Rayquaza. How come? How come? I mean, I guess Airlock could help out with the weather, so I don't know if he brings weather, to be quite frank, and he probably ends up bringing Trick Room. What's my way of dealing with Trick Room? Well, I mean, I could lead the Sylveon. I think Sylveon looks good here, because he has an Yveltal and he has a Umbreon. What else do I do here? I mean, Alecki doesn't look good because he has Lightning Rod. Assuming he has Lightning Rod on the Marowak. We also have an Incin that's not really going to do all that much. Kartana is a little bit scary to deal with the Marowak. So I think I bring Rayquaza Sylveon with the Incin in the back. And, I mean, both are pretty scared of that Marowak. But I guess the Kartana can deal with it a little bit better. And deal with some other threats a little bit better. Especially once I start getting the Beast Boost off. So, we'll see what we can do here. We go up against Fallout. And Fallout with the very, very cool sunglasses here. Also, again, shout out to Reki VGC for making this team and sharing it. It is definitely a fun team to deal with, or to play with. So, we get the Dark Mode. We get the Dark Mode, which is good. That's really good here. Why is it good, you ask? It's good because we can just Hyper Voice, right? We can Hyper Voice and we can get rid of the Umbreon, I think. Do I even max here? Do I even max here? I mean, maybe I just Protect. No, I max. And I get rid of the Umbreon. Because I think in this position, right, Rayquaza should be faster than Yveltal. Yveltal, I think, has base 99. So actually, I don't know. It's not faster. Okay, so I spoke too soon. We are going to see the Dynamax from the Yveltal. I could end up, proccing its weakness policy, which is a little bit annoying. But what I can ask for is if he Darknessed, and then I have speed control. Because then that would be huge, right? So, let's see what they do. The Alecki would have been great in this lead, actually, now that I think about it. But alas, we did not bring it. So, here comes my Dynamax, my big ol' Rayquaza. And look at that thing. No teeth and everything, it just gums. Oh no, just kidding, I saw a couple teeth there. So, the darkness comes out, and that's all we can ask for. That is all we can ask for. Because Rayquaza eats, and I should outspeed next turn. So, as long as he does not... Oh wow, Umbreon should be taken out then, which is huge. That's huge for us. Because I don't know what that Umbreon does, and I don't want to find out, to be honest. So... here we go. I get the +1. That has to be Assault Vest, I'm thinking. Because Umbreon should hit... Sylveon should hit a little bit harder. But, yeah, that's probably Assault Vest. Okay, so we're good then. I think maybe I Protect here and try to go for another one. Yeah, Protect and try to go for another Throat Spray here. Or I can Quake, actually. And just get rid of the Marowak. But Marowak could Protect, too. But, anyways. Yeah, that's huge. Because I think now my Sylveon outspeeds your Yveltal, too. And he has to go for an Airstream. In order to compete with the Speed Ties. So. They're thinking. They are thinking. We don't see the Protect, so the Quake comes out, and that should be big. Should be big damage there. Beautiful. And a single target +1 Hyper Voice. Stab plus super effective should do pretty good damage. Let's see. The Airstream comes out. Oh no. And it is not faster. Okay. That's okay. That's actually really... That's fine. Yeah. So now you're kind of pressured, right? Do you go for my Sylveon? Or do you go for the Rayquaza? And the Venusaur is going to be the one out. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's an easy Airstream into the Venusaur. Let's say the Yveltal does go for the Sylveon. I think we're still fine because it can only hit one at a time. And a +1 Rayquaza should be faster than a +1 Venusaur. So we are going to see the Protect, which is fine. That's fine. Let's see what they do. The Max Flare comes out into the Sylveon, and Sylveon eats. You didn't know Sylveon has a pretty good special defense bulk. And yeah, again, I'm not quite sure how the interaction with Airlock works. But, you know, again, that should be enough. And the good thing is that we're now faster with both Pokemon. We are now faster with both Pokemon. So Hyper Voice will come out and hit. Beautiful. Not quite beautiful. Okay. That's okay. We're chilling. We're chilling. We are chilling. So maybe the Chlorophyll doesn't get activated. I'm not quite sure how the Airlock works. Let's read what this thing says. All right, check summary. Eliminates effects of weather. So I don't think Chlorophyll gets... Yeah, I don't think Chlorophyll gets activated. Yeah, I don't think Chlorophyll gets activated. So Sucker Punch into who? Into the Rayquaza. That's fine. Now Chlorophyll gets activated. Sludge Bomb into the Sylveon. Sylveon does not eat. Oh, yikes. This is getting a little bit dicey. Show me the Life Orb. Beautiful. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Because I don't think, unless he has Weather Ball, he should not be able to beat my Kartana. And I'm one Fake Out away from clapping it. Literally clapping the Yveltal. And so I think that should be good. I think that should be good. We could see the Weather Ball, and that could OHKO me, but I don't think anything else does. So we clap the hands onto the Yveltal. Yveltal's gone. Beautiful. Now it's a 2v1, and I should be able to take this game. We see the Earth Power come out into the Incin. That should not take it out. Beautiful. And we're going to take this game. Good. Nice. Aerial Ace coming out, and we end up going undefeated and finally get to max the Rayquaza that last game. So very, very cool. And shout out to Reki VGC once again for the team. So there you have it, folks. That is the Rayquaza team made by Reki VGC. Shout out again to him. I'm assuming it's a him. I didn't see any pronouns, and I apologize if Reki you do not identify as a he or him. But yeah, shout out to Reki VGC. I'm going to be posting their Twitter onto the description below, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Awesome content creator as well. I got a chance to look at one of their videos, but I don't understand it because it is in Spanish. So if you do speak Spanish, definitely go ahead and check Reki VGC out as well. Other than that, I mean, Rayquaza is a huge hitter. I mean, you obviously have to deal with the ice moves that deal quad damage to it, and with all the Lapras running around, it is a little bit harder to get off, but once you are able to get Rayquaza off, it can deal lots and lots of damage. I think we got to feature every one of these Pokemon in these battles. So Incineroar, you know what that thing does, intimidates to go out. Kartana definitely helps as another Dynamax option. Sylveon gets to help out as well. Rillaboom and Alecki as well if you don't have the speed control. You know, you can get Electro Webs off, or you can hit the Grassy Glide for priority. So again, that's the team. Thanks for checking it out. I'm going to be posting the rental code below. Again, also shout out to Reki VGC for sharing it. If you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. And other than that, I think I'll see you guys